Hey guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video we are going to see about a very simple party makeover which is easy to do and time saving. And in today's video I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Nude palette, and this is my most favorite eyeshadow palette in the recent times because it has the most favorite colors of mine, and most of the shimmery shades and the warm tones and the pinkish tones, everything are perfect, and I love the pigments in it. And yeah, let's get started. The first product that I'm using is the W Squared moisturizer. It is a fruit-based moisturizer and it moisturizes my skin very well and preps very well in order to apply some makeup on it. You can apply any of your favorite moisturizers, but for me and my skin type, this moisturizer works really well. I'm taking an ample amount of the moisturizer and applying it all over my face in order to prepare it for the makeup. For primer, I'm using the Pore primer from Professional Artist Cosmetics, that is the P.A.C. I'm taking a little bit of the product. I'm not going to apply the primer all over my face. Instead, I'll apply a little bit around my nose area and around my lips. These are the areas I feel I have to even out the skin. For the concealer part, I'm using the concealer crayons from P.A.C. I'm applying it under my eyes and on every single dark spot around all over my face. I'm using the lighter shade first and mixing it with a little bit of a medium tone and blending it all with a beauty blender. The foundations that I'm going to use is the Bobbi Brown Longwear foundation in the shades 4.75 and 5. I'm mixing both the shades because in order to achieve my skin tone. I'm applying the product with the Body Shop foundation brush. I make sure that I apply the foundation all over my face and the neck region in order to have an even tone. Once I finish applying the foundation with the foundation brush, I make sure I grab a beauty blender and make sure the products set in place. To do my brows, I'm using the Deborah Milano eyebrow kit, which has a wax and two different shades of brown in it. Whenever you do your brows, make sure you don't use a dark black color because that makes your eyebrows look very bold and it will not look very natural. Always use light brown and dark brown colors to fill in the gaps in your brows, and just make sure you blend them really well and finish the look very naturally. If in case you don't have very denser or fuller looking brows, if you want to create it by yourself, you can use the wax and create a very fuller looking brow. You can create your own hairline with the wax and fill in the gaps with the powder. I'm using the Shape Tape concealer in the shade medium. I use a very little bit of the product and I put them over the lid, and I'm gonna blend the product with my fingers. The reason I use the Shape Tape concealer is it actually acts as a very good primer and it conceals the eyelids really very well. If you are having a darker under eye or any kind of a discoloration, this product conceals really well. And it is a very good primer that holds all the colors or eyeshadows which we apply over it. Next, I'll be using the MAC Studio Fix Powder Compact along with the Zoeva Concealer Buffing Brush. I'm taking a little bit of the powder and just gently pressing on the concealer in order to make sure that the concealer sits in place and without any further smudge. Then I'm grabbing the Huda Beauty Nude palette along with the JF eyeshadow brushes. I'm taking the lightest and darkest shades from the palette, that is from the last row, and I apply the lightest shade on the inner corners of my eyes and the darkest shade, the transition shade, on the crease. Make sure you blend both the colors really well in order to have a very even look. Repeat the same step on the other eye also. Then grab a smaller eyeshadow brush and pick the same transition shade and apply it all over your lower lash line. Then I'm taking a little bit of a pinkish shimmery tone from the palette and applying it on my lid. Make sure the shade you choose is little bit of a glitter but not too much, so that this look looks very subtle. Then I'm taking the purple shade from the palette and applying it on my close to my lash line. Then I'm grabbing my most favorite matte black eyeshadow, which is again a powder based eyeshadow, and I'm lining my waterline. I never use a gel liner or a liquid liner more often. Rather, I use a powder liner. I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. This is my most favorite mascara, which has this very nice pigment and it actually lifts the lashes and gives a lot of volume. Apply some mascara on the lower lash line also to finish the eye look. Then I'm taking the P.A.C's eyelashes in the number 059, applying some glue to the lashes to make sure the lashes stays longer, and I'm applying it to my natural lash. I just use my fingers to fix them. Later I grab a thinner brush and use the behind to make the lashes sit in place. I'm doing the same step on the other side also. Once the glue is dry, I'm fixing it to the other side. Again, I make sure the lashes sit over the lash line with a P.A.C eyeliner brush. I'm gently pressing it, and for the lips, I'm going to use the NYX Professional Metallic Lip Pigment in the shade Canes. And I'm lining my lips with a dark mocha lip liner. I'm adding a little bit more of a lipstick to make sure the shape is in place. And to set my face, I'm using the Fit Me setting powder with a Zoeva powder brush. This setting powder is in the shade number 15. Next, I'm taking a blush brush and using the Sugar Cosmetics mini blush in the shade Salmon and applying it onto the apples of my cheeks. Make sure you blend the product really well. And with the angular brush, I'm taking the Sugar Cosmetics mini contour in the shade Woody Woods and contouring my face. This defines the symmetry of the face, so make sure you blend the products really well. I'm applying it a little bit towards the hairline also. And for highlighting, I'm using the P.A.C Baked Highlighter. Using a flat eyeliner brush, I'm applying a little bit on my brow bone. This brush is from Zoeva again. I'm taking an angular brush from Zoeva, which is used for the highlighter. I'm highlighting my cheekbones. I'm adding a little bit of product on my nose also, on the bridges. Next, I'm taking the nose contouring brush and picking the same shade which I used to contour my face, the mini contour from Sugar Cosmetics in the shade Woody Woods. And enhancing the shape of my nose. Make sure you blend the products really well. And yes, this is the finished look, guys. Hope you really like this look. If you really like this look, give it a thumbs up. And please do subscribe to my channel. Try this look and share your comments. I'll be expecting. Thank you so much. See you guys in another wonderful video.